So today we will discuss about science and tech important topics. Still, there are some other important topics also, but the most important I have taken, and I will provide the notes of other important topics further. So today, what I have thought is that to include ministries and important government schemes also, I will take one other class apart from this science and tech environment. Apart from this, I will take one other class for government schemes, important government schemes and bodies only. That will be taken after 1 week of gap of the last class. So today I will be covering science and tech. Tomorrow, if the time permits, I will take the environment important topics. And day after tomorrow, I will take the previous year paper of 2020. Then it will be completed. But after that, I felt the government schemes and some important bodies are also important. So I thought I will be taking it after 1 week. I will be informing the administration about it. Please keep in touch with the administration regarding it. Right. So without wasting much of the time, let's discuss the important science and technology topics for this 2021 prelims. So these are some of the important topics which I have given, and there is not explanation needed for the science and tech topics. As I have already said when I was discussing about the previous year questions will be if they are asking conceptual questions, then it will be mostly 1, 2, and 3. If they are planning to ask about these defense things or related to space missions, these things they will ask direct questions only. So you should be aware of the names, what it means and what it doesn't mean. So the options will be somewhat distant. So please make sure that you are aware, you have listened about this particular word. Make a stick notes, paste it in your room here and there, so that these topics, these names you will see again and again. Because science and tech, the questions which they are giving in science and tech are not much important for the mains. In the mains, they will ask only few things like biotechnology importance or regarding the gravitational waves, artificial intelligence. These kind of science and tech questions only they can ask. But if they ask those questions in prelims, it will become very easy. So if they have to ask tough questions, then they will ask important space missions or important missiles or some important terminology which we have seen in the newspapers. So try to read it or revise it again and again so that you will not get confused in the examination. Think broadly. Okay, don't go into the minute details, how much distance and all these things. Okay. Then first one, the magnetic field of the sun. Magnetic field of the sun is there. The Earth's magnetosphere protects the magnetic sun's rays directly entering into the earth. So every body, every celestial body, sun, stars, other planets have their own magnetic fields because it is rotating. Okay, any huge metal body, if it rotates, then it has some field, it will develop some field around it. Because of that rotation, it develops some field around it. This is called as magnetic field, which attracts towards the body. So it is a unique, sun's magnetic field is unique because it changes its polarity every 11 years. 11 years, we face certain kind of climatic changes. We change certain kind of climatic changes. That is the reason why this sun's magnetic field is also important. And these are the two observatories, Wilcox Solar Observatory and Kodaikanal Solar Observatory in Tamil Nadu, are known to study this magnetic field of the sun. There are certain missions which we are sending, especially India is sending to study sun's atmosphere. What are those missions? What is the name of that mission? Yes, it is Aditya. Aditya L1, L2, and L3. So what is this L all about? What is this L meaning? They will ask this question only. They will not ask what is this Aditya L1 mission or L2. What is this L about? What is this? This is called as Lagrange point. Lagrange point. So this point, what is this point? So when sun is a huge body and Earth will be like this. So sun's gravitational field attraction force will be more than the Earth. So we have to place a satellite at a distance such that it will be stable there. It will not get attracted towards the Earth, and it will not go towards the sun, and it will merge into it. So these are the neutral points. These are the neutral points where the satellite will be stable. Satellite will be stable, and the satellite can observe the Earth's the sun's atmosphere very closely and can give the information to the ISRO. These are points, these are the neutral points which we face so that it will be stable in a stable position. So remember these things. Then Osiris Rex mission. This is the if they have to ask, because it is somewhat old current affairs only, but they did not ask much about this Osiris Rex mission. So this Osiris Rex mission is by mission of NASA. If they have to change, then they will make it EU mission or ISRO's mission. It is not EU's or ISRO's mission. It is NASA's mission on asteroid Bennu. Why we are studying this asteroid Bennu? Because it is very close to the Earth. It is very close to the Earth, one of the closest asteroid, and it is we thought that it is going to hit the Earth in end of 22nd century. End of 22nd century, it is going to hit the Earth. So it is a study. It is to study the material of carbon-rich asteroid. This is a carbon-rich asteroid, which holds the evidence dating back to the beginning of our solar system, that is 4.5 billion years ago. So water traces are found around this asteroid Bennu. That is the reason why we are studying this Osiris about this asteroid Bennu. Osiris Rex is the mission by NASA. So North Pole site of this Bennu is called as Nightingale, which is being selected by NASA to study this asteroid and collect the sample from this Osiris Rex asteroid, and it is going to come back to India, come back to Earth. This is very important. Osiris Rex is very much important. We can know the evolution of the Earth because of this Osiris Rex. Then savior sibling concept. You know about this three-parent baby issues about this three-parent baby. What is this three-parent baby about? It is related to any idea? It is related to genetic defect. It is not related to surrogate mother. Surrogacy. It is not related to surrogacy. Don't mark this option when you see in the examination hall. This is about surrogacy and everything. No, it is not related to surrogacy. Okay, surrogacy also has two parents and one surrogate mother is there. So it is not related to three-parent baby. It is not related to three-parent baby. Three-parent baby means the mitochondria of a healthy mother will take. Mitochondria of healthy mother we will take, because there are some diseases, such genetic diseases, which can be because of the mitochondria also. Mitochondria. So to avoid these genetic diseases, hereditary from one parents to the baby, we are taking healthy mitochondria from a third mother, generally egg, because the sperm goes to the egg and egg will fertilize, and this egg has certain mitochondria. Mitochondria is called as powerhouse of the cell. It is called powerhouse of the cell because it is a main element in the cell, main organ in the cell, which gives power to the egg. It is responsible for the survival of this egg. That is the reason why it is called as powerhouse of the cell. So there is some certain genetic material, that is DNA, present in this mitochondria also. That is called as mitochondrial DNA. So if the mother who is giving the egg has this defective DNA, then it will transfer to the baby also. To avoid this, what we are doing is that we are removing this and inserting the new mitochondria. So there are three babies. That is, so why there are three parents? Because the genetic material of the father is there through the sperm, and genetic material of his wife is there through the egg. There are certain genetic material in the egg also, and there are certain genetic material in the mitochondria also. So there is three genetic material. That is why it is called as three baby parent. Okay, UK is the first country to give the permission to this to legalize this three baby parent. Okay, so this is savior sibling concept is not related to this three baby, but it refers to the babies that are created to serve an older sibling as a donor of the organs, bone marrow, or the cells. So one sibling will be there. He or she will act as a donor of the organs, bone marrow, of the cells. So stem cells from umbilical cord blood or blood of the savior sibling are used for the treatment of serious blood disorders like thalassemia and sickle cell anemia of his or her sibling. So this is called a savior sibling concept. So you don't take of one parent, because these are genetical diseases. Thalassemia and sickle cell anemia are genetical diseases. So there is a chance that one baby can get and one baby cannot get, because there are two chromosomes, XX and XY chromosome. If it is related to Y kind of genetic thing, then it will come in only boys. So this XX means girls. If two chromosomes are X and X, these are females. If X and Y, these are males. So there can be genetic diseases because of Y chromosome also. For that, the sibling who is a female can help their organs or their bone marrow, can help in treatment of this thalassemia and sickle cell anemia of their sibling. Okay, understood this one? Savior sibling concept. If you read this, if you have seen this question in the question paper, then think that it is related to umbilical cord and treating the genetic diseases of the sibling. Then trans fats. Trans fats is very much important. Because of this is more hydrogenation of the oils, leading to having more trans fats. That is the reason why in the fast foods we have these trans fats. So this is the most harmful type of fatty acids or fats, which have much more adverse effects in our body than any other dietary constraint. So it is majorly produced artificially. How it is produced? Because the oil is treated with the hydrogen, which makes it condensed and it looks like ghee. It looks like ghee or butter. So we think that it is a natural ghee, but it is not a natural ghee. It is made through a reaction with the hydrogen. This increases the obesity, infertility, type 2 diabetes, and other lifestyle diseases like cardiovascular diseases also, heart diseases also we get because of this trans fats. So recently the WHO launched this replace action. They launched this replace action framework to implement prompt, complete, and sustained elimination of this industrially produced TFA, trans fatty acids. So this replace is not related to anything. It is related to the trans fats, replacing the trans fats. Okay. The opposite of trans fats is cis fats. So there is a molecular structure change. For example, this is the main element. There are chemical bonds here and here. I will draw here. Okay. So this is certain bonds present which is attached to the main element. So if A1 same kind of element is present in the opposite side, it is called as trans fat. And if same kind of element is present in the same side, it is called as cis fat. So these cis fats are good and trans fats are bad. So this is it. And there are certain other things which I would like to say. It is HDLs and LDLs, high density lipids and low density lipids. Which are good and which are bad? High density lipids are good or low density lipids are good? Comparatively, both are bad. Any fat is bad, but comparatively, which is good and which is bad? High density lipids or low density lipids? How many of you have seen this movie? This one, CT Mar, recently released. Hero is Gopi Chand. We don't watch movies or what?
No, sir, we didn't see.
You should watch movies to qualify the prelims. Okay, movies act as a very good source for qualifying the prelims. So this there is a dialogue of who is that person? Rao Ramesh, explaining about the fats. He will explain about these fats, triglycerides, HDL and LDL. He will not use the word HDL and LDL, but he says this fat content is more. So all the fats are not bad. Some fats are required because through fats only you will get the proteins. So fats are required. Not complete elimination of fat should not be there. The muscle growth or proteins or the hormones come through the fats only. Hormones are fatty materials only. Okay. So HDLs and LDLs, the full form of this HDL and LDL is, HDL means, one second, yeah. HDL means high density lipids. High density lipids. Lipids means fats only. And LDL means low density lipids. High density lipids and low density lipids. So if you see this word, there is high density is there. There is low density is there. So which is good and which is bad? These fats, these lipids roam in the blood circulation. They are they travel from one place to other place in the blood circulation. So when they are going in the blood vessels, these low density lipids easily float. Because of their low density, they can easily float in the blood. When they are easily floating, they can go through the small blood vessels. These are the blood vessels. There are blood capillaries also there. Very small blood vessels are called as capillaries. So if this LDL goes and stuck here, then it will obstruct the blood flow into these capillaries. So what happens? This whole part, if it is present in the finger, these capillaries are present in the fingers or some small organs. So these, it will block blood flow to these fingers or small organs. So what happens? After certain period of time. So if this small LDLs, low density lipids, go into the heart, if they go into the heart because of the small size and easily can float in the blood, they goes into the heart also, and it will restrict the blood flow in the heart, which leads to the heart attack. Okay, so these LDLs are more dangerous than HDLs. What happens to these HDLs? They do not float. They are high density, so they cannot float. They will settle down at one place. At one place in the blood vessel. The walls of the blood vessel, they will settle down. So it will not cause much obstruction to the blood flow until unless there is more HDLs are settled at one place. If they are settling more and more, then it will leads to constriction of the blood flow in the blood vessel. So they will do the operation and they will remove this HDLs easily, or they will float this blood vessel. They will attach some medical device and they will try to bloat this blood vessel. So this increases the blood flow and reduces the heart attack. So this is the concept behind the heart attack and these things. So HDLs and LDLs, the concept is that low density lipids are dangerous than HDLs. So cis fats are good, trans fats are bad, LDLs are bad, and HDLs are good. Understood? So this replace you have to remember. Then certain important terminology in the health, I will give more important terminologies through the notes. After completion of this session, at every period of time, I will be sending certain important things which I feel it is important to you people through the administration. So there is anti-sera. Anti-sera is the important term which I have seen in the newspapers. So it is a blood sera that contain antibodies against treatment. It is more reliable than plasma therapy. So instead of giving plasma, they will give this serum therapy, that is anti-sera, which is very much effective against the COVID-19 virus. Then this coronavirus vaccine. This coronavirus vaccine, if they have to ask, they will ask. But again, UPSC is always unexpected. Expect the unexpected things only. Last year did not ask anything about COVID, anything about coronavirus, whether it is which kind of virus it is, all these things. Please know about this coronavirus again. Write a very good notes of this coronavirus and its detection techniques. This time it is important. 2021 it is very much important. So coronavirus vaccine is mRNA vaccine. It is not DNA vaccine. mRNA, M means here messenger RNA. M means here messenger RNA. mRNA vaccine. It is once injected into the body, it will instruct the body cells to create its own copies of spike protein. Okay. So this is the genetical vaccine. Coronavirus, I will explain further after. In this notes, I have written what is the difference between genetical vaccine and other killer vaccines. So coronavirus is a kind of genetic vaccine. So it will not, we are not giving the coronavirus directly. We are giving these mRNA vaccines so that it will create a kind of protein which acts against the coronavirus. Okay, which will create the spike protein. This mRNA acts in the protein preparation. If someone has a biology as a background, anyone has biology as a background in their intermediate +1 +2?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I hope you got this mRNA, tRNA. Yes.
RRNA.
Yes. Very good. So nothing much, that much deep is not required, but this mRNA will ensure creation of the proteins. Then black fungus or mucormycosis. This is triggered by COVID-19. If you have seen the news just 2-3 months back, there is a new fungus came and many people were infected by this new fungus, that is a black fungus. It is a rare fungal infection. This is face numbness or one side no subtraction, all these things are there. So black fungus is triggered by COVID-19. Is triggered by COVID-19. Why it is triggered? This black fungus attacks the people if they have low immunity. If they have low immunity. So this low immunity is because of this COVID-19 only. Okay, then there is Eluru mystery disease. I don't think they will ask, but I felt that this is important to know. So because around 600 people got infected, more than 600, and 3 people died because of this disease in Eluru. And still the actual reason why this disease, what is a mystery, is still a mystery. A very hard-bound factual knowledge we did not get for this Eluru mystery disease. So AIMS found the traces of lead and nickel in the blood samples of the patients people who are infected by this Eluru mystery disease. This they thought that it is because of substandard or informal recycling of the lead batteries. So when they are recycling the lead batteries, the waste, it is going into the river channels or water bodies. If that water is being taken by the people, then there are traces of this lead and nickel in the blood samples. This is the one of the reasons they projected for this Eluru mystery disease. Then there is ACE2 enzyme. ACE2 enzyme. This ACE2 enzyme is found to have creating a protection from the COVID-19 diseases. ACE2 enzyme is protecting us from the COVID-19 diseases, and this enzyme is linked to X chromosome, not Y chromosome. This enzyme is linked to X chromosome. That is the reason why women are more resistant to this COVID. Women are able to treat well, getting treated well or fastly because of this ACE2 enzyme only. So because females have 2 X chromosomes, whereas males have X and Y chromosome. Okay, males have X and Y chromosome and females have X chromosomes. Those who are not from the biological background, don't worry. They will don't study, don't feel demotivated. I don't know what is XX and XY. Don't feel. Just remember this ACE2 enzyme, which is linked to the X chromosome. Females face less severe disease complications of the COVID-19 because of it is linked to the X chromosome only. ACE2 linked to X chromosome. That is the reason why they are very strong than the males. They are not asking these questions, but if they go back to the basic science questions, they can ask. Because anemia, most in India, women in India are more vulnerable to this anemic diseases because of their age or because of their hormonal changes over a period of time. They lose this. They will lose this ability to get the iron and folic acid from the food. That is the reason why the supplements are given to the women at regular intervals of time. So the common cause, the diet which doesn't contain enough iron, folic acid, and vitamin B12 are responsible for this anemia, because RBC, red blood cells, are made up of iron. Red blood cells are made up of iron. Or this is a condition of having lower RBC count or lower hemoglobin content. Heme means iron. Okay. Then vaccine hesitancy, which is the recently present in the news. If they have to ask the very simple question, they will ask this vaccine hesitancy. So as per WHO, it is one of the 10 threats of global health. Okay, this is defined as reluctance or refusal to take the vaccines or to give the vaccines. Okay, it is reluctance to give the vaccines from the administration to the people, or it is refusal by the people to take the vaccines. COVID-19 vaccine is seen huge vaccine hesitancy. Some from various communities, like in their village areas or certain communities, tribals, they are very hesitant to take this COVID-19 vaccine, whether it is Covishield or Covaxin. They are hesitating to take. So it is a duty of administrators, like you budding IAS aspirants and educated people, have to tell to your relatives or tell to the close friends who are present in the villages that vaccine hesitancy. Okay, so this is one of the 10 threats of the global health. And antimicrobial resistance is also there. This